We are live here on Carnage Radio on Furious Fridays. I am here with a man who really should require no introduction. This is Tim McMurtrie. Tim, what's good, dude?
Chilling, man. It's Friday night. The wife's at work, and I'm just chilling home, relaxing with the dog, and just made a big ass steak, and that's it, man. Chilling out.
Perfect, man.
Talking to you, my man. My man Orlando hooked me up with Dave Wall. That 2 bars destroyed the video. He actually made a video of him drawing the image, man, for No, the song No on the new EP. I hope you guys are all enjoying it out there, man. I feel the fucking love tremendously, man. It's great. It's a great feeling, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, that fucking video that he put together was dope. That artwork is fucking spot on. I'm so glad that worked out. My boy Dave Vaughn at the Key City Tattoo in Frederick, Maryland. Y'all should check him out if you're in the area.
Dave, man, I gotta meet you. I gotta get some ink, homeboy.
Absolutely. Yo, I was trying to get something. I hit him up a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, I'm booked 3 months out. I'm like, what the fuck, 3 months out?
Yeah, man. We've been tagging him in everything. Like, he's getting work, I think, from us, too. But he's just great. I think he's busy without us, but, like, it's nice to plug anybody who's affiliated with anything that you do, man. Like, you should. You know, just like the scene and, like, all of us do. Trying to pick each other up, you know, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. So like I said, just real quick here, because like I said, man needs no introduction. But for those of you who have been living under a fucking rock for the last like 30, 40 years or so, Tim McMurtrie, the original guitarist for MOD, Methods of Destruction. I just got to say real quick how fucking cool it is to have you on here talking to me, man. I think I told you this before when we first started chatting on Facebook a while back. I was 7 years old, and my older brother took me to a used record shop. I had a few bucks in my pocket from, you know, doing some shit around the house, and wanted to buy a record. Walking around with him, and he saw USA for MOD on the rack. He's like, buy that one. And that was it. I mean, I had been listening to like some Metallica, you know, things like that up at that point. But that was the one that really turned me on to like the hardcore and the crossover and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we all been there. I just it happened to me at like around 13 or something. But like, that's what happened. I was listening to Metallica in their very beginning phase and Slayer and bands like Venom and all thrash bands, besides all the metal bands. And then one day, a good friend of mine I played baseball with, Little League with and stuff, from Garfield, New Jersey, where we're from. Right here, Garfield's in the house. Anyway, but yeah, my boy Steve Moskal, man, we used to call him Mosk, big Polish kid. He collected every demo from every band. I don't even know how this kid found the demos he found, but man, I got to hear Agnostic Front and Corrosion and fucking Suicidal, and I was like, dude, where the hell, like, where was I? Like, it reinvented me, it like rebirthed me. And you know, my long hair was still there for a while, but eventually I was wearing Doc Martens and braces and pants rolled up with long hair, man, and like, you know, just like I was like a crossover on 2 feet, man, you know, because I was just so into it. And we didn't think that there was a problem with that until we went to hardcore shows and some people didn't like that. But like, that's how crossover started. There was a lot of fucking fighting in crossover back in the day too, because the scenes all merged. And anybody who don't want to admit to that, you're a fucking jerk off. Because I was at the show. I was at the fucking shows in the pits, and I developed my soul of what I was going to be through that whole thing. So thank you for hardcore, thrash, punk, metal, and in the fusion of crossover, man. It's just awesome, man. You got bands like DRI out of it. You know, come on, man.
Absolutely, you know? Absolutely. And I'm thinking a little more modern, sort of like Municipal Waste, bands like that too.
Yeah.
These guys fucking crush it. Absolutely.
And I mean, listen, I totally love how it's expanded, and it's great seeing all the new bands today. Like, I'm rocking these guys' shirts, you know what I mean? Like, it's just great seeing that the heartbeats, to me, beating faster and faster. I think it's great. Like, we're We're still, all of our our beginnings have now come to where, like, to me, to where, like, we're getting, as we're getting older, like me, going to turn 52 this August. It's just crazy and awesome at the same time to see that even younger and younger kids are getting into hardcore and punk and thrash and, still keeping it alive. Thank God.
Hell yeah, man. We were at that show in Jersey a few months ago, right? You were there, and there was a whole fucking bunch of kids running around there. You had that one band. What are they, Reaching Out? Was that the name of it?
Great. That was a great show. That actually was the first show out of this COVID fuckery. So it was awesome.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a good time. So what Jay, the Beluskis are doing up there is just so fucking cool. So fucking cool. But we're here to talk about not M.O.D. because mom's the word on that shit, right? We're here to talk about MODClassicTK.
There you go.
So tell us a little bit about that, how this came about, how the name, why the name, everything.
Yeah, I mean, we had an attempt at a failed reunion with Billy in 2017, which was 30 years from 87 when the first record came out. Nice. Me and Kenny and Billy were kind of trying, at least going to try to do something. It was 3 or 4 words and it was already out the door. It was just, you couldn't get a word in. It was blowing up, bullshit, same old shit we always fucking saw. And we just had it. We're men. We raised men and kids. Kenny's got a boy that's, going to be a young man. He's growing into a young man. Got a young daughter. My son's a man. He's 24. So, like, look, there's no more time for games. We don't have fucking time for games. So if you're just going to act out like a fucking child, we're just going to shut you the fuck down. We said, you know what? We're just going to do this shit without you. And that's what we did. We said, Kenny and I just said, you know what, Kenny never made it on the tour of USA for MOD because he broke his hand in a fight, punched somebody,
shit.
And he broke his hand or something like that. I hope you don't have no legal problems from that, kid. No, but it was a long time ago. But I'm just saying, man, like, bottom line is he missed it, and I felt horrible about him missing that because he put so much blood, sweat into it himself. And once we got on the road and toured it, we missed him. Me and Keith missed him severely. And even though I got a friend of mine, John Monty, he was in a band called Chemical Waste that we were really good friends with. Their demo's probably one of the best demos in fucking thrash ever. It's fucking amazing. They could have been, to me, as big as DRI or anybody. As us. They were fucking awesome. But, it just is what it is. New guy comes in the picture, and then all of a sudden, him and Billy become buddy-buddy. Me and Keith are kind of distant on the tour. And before you know it, there's a lot of fucking bullshit going on. And by the end of the tour, it just fizzles out. And we were young. We felt like we were taken advantage of, too. So, because of our youth. And it is what it is. We just basically, we didn't care. We just kept playing. We started a band called Self-Destruct. And Self-Destruct had 2 old friends. My friend Joe Manfredi on bass. Rest in peace, Joe. He got stabbed and killed by a piece of shit kid that I still want to kill. But and then and then the singer was a friend of ours, Frankie. And so Frank did the vocals, and then that record, the demos and all that music, a lot of it, most of it was written by me, but Keith Davis wrote a lot of stuff too. Keith was a big writer, even on MOD's first album with me. We wrote half that record, USA for MOD. The band was called Angry Corpses, for all you guys that don't know that. We Lodi, New Jersey. We played 4 blocks from the Misfits at Kenny's basement in his house. I was from Garfield. Keith was from Elmwood Park. We had a huge buzz going on here because we were 3 young kids that met Billy Milano from SOD and formed MOD, Method of Destruction, in '86 or whatever, '87, and got to put on those big boy pants at a young age and fucking step on stage opening our first show for Megadeth at the Ritz.
Crazy.
So we didn't even play a backyard barbecue, a bar mitzvah, or a fucking house party or anything.
Crazy. Man. I didn't know that, man.
And we were right on stage with Megadeth, and it was terrifying because backstage was all of our fucking like musicians that we fucking loved, and we met them that day. Like the Cro-Mags were backstage. I don't know. I think some guys, maybe from AF, maybe Vinny, but there was just like all like to us A-list hardcore motherfuckers everywhere, metal motherfuckers, and we were just like, holy shit, man! Like we couldn't believe it. And then we're going on stage, and half of my high school's there. Bergen Tech High School I went to because I didn't want to go to Garfield, so I went to Bergen Tech. And fucking half the high school's fucking there. So we hear the curtains down. We hear everybody cheering. Yeah, Tim, Kenny, they're going nuts because, we're going on. And that show was hilarious because we actually came out to a song called White Chicks. It was a porno with all black guys, fucking white. Crazy. Yeah, that's Billy's idea. It was fucking, but it was just funny because the fucking curtains going up. And you see like white chicks. Well, let me tell you about white chicks. And we're all on stage and we're like still tuning up and the curtain's going up. So we're even more nervous now because everybody's watching us like they cued the curtain too early. It was crazy. Anyways, man, I got that on cassette and it was damaged. And as soon as I was talking about trying to put it out, someone put it out on their website and tried to foil me putting it out on a vinyl, but it sounds like dick. You might as well put a dick in both your ears. So, the shit I got is fucking heavy as fuck. And because I remastered it. So I have it. So it's pretty fucking awesome. Maybe you'll hear it someday or buy it someday.
That would be dope, dude.
Thinking about putting it out. But anyways, yeah, man. There's so many stories, man. I'm an old guy, so go ahead.
No, I can't even imagine, man. I can't even imagine. That just blows my mind, though. I had no idea that that's how it kicked off for you guys there, like going 0 to 100 in no seconds flat, man. Opening up for Megadeth, your first show. How old were you when you played that show? You're still in high school.
I was 17, man.
Jesus.
Me and Keith was 17, and I think Kenny might still have been 17, or he might have just turned 18. But and then Billy was like 22 or 23 or something like that. Maybe old. I don't even.
I mean, yeah, because how long had he been doing a SOD at that point? He was so super young when they got going, obviously.
Well, they were like around the same age, I believe. I don't really know, but those guys were huge, Scott and Charlie, and
yeah, of course,
Anthrax already, and then Danny Lilker was buzzing huge with Nuclear Assault. So when they did SOD, Billy was the guy that no one really knew, but like he killed it on that record, and everybody loves that fucking record.
Sure.
So, yeah, give the motherfucker props. Listen, the bottom line is this: like, just respect one another, man. There's no reason to get crazy and start shit, talking shit, fucking doing fucked up childish shit, because you're just a fucking like being a bitch about shit. You know what I mean? Like, just man up and talk to a motherfucker. Don't be a fucking cunt, keyboard gangster, fucking poser pussy. Got no time for that shit. Like, just like man up. Be a man in your fucking life. It's the best thing you could fucking do. Don't fucking bitch out, hang up on people. Like, just talk shit, talk about people's family. You don't do that, man. You don't do that. If you're a real motherfucker, you don't do that. If you got something to say, you should just talk it out with your people, especially when you've been doing music with them for years and years, So
sure, like, man, absolutely. Well, I mean,
don't do that.
It's become, you always have the telephone tough guys, right? I mean, that's sort of what we referred to them as back in the day, before the advent of all this, internet technology and social media and whatnot. But it's a double-edged sword. I mean, obviously, there are a lot of advantages for artists, for people in our situation, being able to get themselves out there, market, promote, et cetera, but you deal with the other side of that too, obviously, which is
being
army of bitches and internet trolls and whatnot.
Nowadays, I mean, we all saw what happened after the fucking Madball, fucking Murphy's time.
Right, what was that? Like,
they fucking bitched out, fucking fuckery, fucking just all over the place. It was kind of fucking funny to me.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, if anybody noticed what was going on out in LA, and nobody said a word about what was going on out in LA.
Listen, man, like, honestly, in my opinion, that show fucking made New York's fucking mayor and the fucking governor pull the shit out of their ass and fucking let people start doing shit. Because all of a sudden, a week later, everybody was fucking allowed to take their masks off and do all this shit. So I guess someone had to fucking tell them, hey, asshole, you do it like this. And it was New York hardcore. It was great, man.
No, it was so cool. It's amazing that made like national headlines. That was such a big deal.
That big, man. I mean, it came from one of New York's most epic bands, Madball. So, I mean, in Black and Blue, man, it was fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah, I got to see them at Reverb in Reading I think it was last month. It was just a few weeks ago. But,
did it?
Yeah, them with Death Before Dishonor. That shit was fucking nuts.
Hey, did F play last night or something? I'm seeing like footage of stuff. Did they play in New York last night?
I'm not entirely sure. I thought they were playing on the 14th.
I don't know. I swear I saw some footage somewhere, whatever.
They're fucking busy as shit. I had hit them up, seeing if they wanted to come down here in September for that thing that we're doing. But no, they're all over the fucking place, which is awesome. It's so nice to see bands out on the road again. It's so nice to see shows happening again.
Yeah, I hope it stays and remains. I really, for everybody I know in any entertainment business, that shutdown was horrible. I mean, I got family by everybody.
Yeah, and not just the creators, right, but the fans too. I mean, the people who live for this shit, for whom it's fucking therapy, right? It's catharsis. It's going to a show is how you get it out, right? So to take that away from people and have them stuck inside for a year and a half, whatever it was, that definitely took its fucking toll for sure. I'm
actually going to see Mark Rizzo tomorrow night because he's playing with his Acoustic Vendetta tomorrow. You can go look on his page, but it's in Rockaway, New Jersey. I was going to go say what up to him and chill, get some food with a couple of old friends. Because we're all just eat and watch Mark shred on a fucking acoustic or whatever the hell he's going to shred on. Fucking guy could shred on a fucking goddamn fucking mandolin. Anything. He's fucking... Guy shredded on your fucking latest record, didn't he? Shredded on No. Yeah, he destroyed it. It's just crazy. He destroyed it on the beatdown part in the middle. Which is man. Cool. It's weird hearing a lead on a beatdown part, but it sounds fucking awesome. So yeah, no, I was spinning. I think I told you I was spinning it on the way to get some food the other day, and I was just like, oh, dude, okay, yeah, cool. So I like the record's behind you. I see it. Poppin'.
Yeah, man. No, absolutely. We got you up there, man.
Popping, bro.
H8 hate.
I got to give it up. The artist's name was George Capilla. He's a tattoo artist too. And he did that. That's actually a picture of that design done on wood, on a piece of wood, believe it or not. That's how sick is that? That's a fucking photograph. Yeah, and we put it out like that. We put it on the fucking CD cover for the EP. But yeah, man.
That shit is fucking rad, dude. Total captured the spirit of the that classic 80s sort of fucking cover work.
We went back to the family. So H8 is basically, if you look at the picture, it's a whole family in their house, living room, kitchen, mom's in the kitchen. And just like, look, they're all on their devices. Or should we call them device, like dividing?
The dividers.
I mean, the crazy thing is all you see today is hate spewing out of all these. Besides how hot they make your fucking hand. Probably gonna have some shit growing off your hand eventually, but
ruining your neck too.
Dude, who the fuck knows with these fucking people, man? They just want to fuck us left and right and just get paid for fucking us. But yeah, so that's it, man. That's what that is. That's just, it's always been going on, but now it's at an all-time fucking level, motherfuckers, because the shit's all in your hand. You're fucking addicted to it. We're fucking on it right now.
Hey, man. Yeah. I mean, like I said, double-edged sword. We got cool things we can do like this, but at the same time.
Awesome things. But, that's how they get you, bro. That's how he gets you. But anyways, yeah. So that's that concept. And No is about stepping up to anybody who tries to step up to you and try to like smash your goodness. That's when you say no, you object to that. So that's what that song's all about. And then we have 3 others on the record, on the EP.
Yeah, got Hipster Invasion, PAB, and what am I looking? H8, the title track, right? Keyboard Gangster. I missed that one.
There's a cartoon being made for that, so watch out for the cartoon for PAB, man, by Justin Kovacs and my boy. I call him No Rev Chev. His name's weird, but you'll see. He's a pimp. And anyways, they pimped out the video. It's sick. It's called PAB, Punk Ass Bitch. So
nice.
So anyways, you'll see. It's what, the song's like a minute long, but it's a cool cartoon. We'll probably get in trouble for it, but it's cool. I don't know what Facebook and everyone else is going to do about it, but you know what? Here's an early fuck you. And
get your 30-day ban coming already, man.
And then what else we got? We got you said Hipster Invasion. Yeah, it's just like, hipsters, when did they come out? When did they appear on the planet? But so we made kind of a goof out in the lyric video. You see like an alien beaming down with a hipster and shit. It's fucking funny. But because it's like they just came out of nowhere. But like they're just like, you can, like, what I did was I just Googled like what they are, because I just don't know what they are. So I Googled, and basically the lyrics are the actual definition from Google. Thank you, Google.
No shit.
Definition, man. So what hipsters are, and now we kind of know what they are. But it's just funny because you see them in like coffee shops and restaurants and all, in the malls, and just like but like they're just they're their own kind. So it's just we ask the question like what's the intention for the hipster? Is it just fashion, or is it cool to wear those colorful socks with your pants all up? And don't get mad because I'm not making fun of you. I got picked on like a motherfucker with a fucking.
Yeah, you kidding me? It looked goofy as shit back in the day.
Before Trenchcoat Mafia and that motherfucking kids killed all those people, we were dressing like that in high school with trench coats and fucking motorcycle boots and all black, scaring the shit out of everybody. It was Halloween every fucking day, bro.
Yeah, dude. And I remember one point, me and 2 of my friends at school, we had a dress code. Just us. We had to wear polos and khakis. Everybody else wear what they want, but they got so pissed off at the shit we were wearing. They said, "No, y'all have to start dressing up for the rest of the year." It's like, that's just some shit.
We know that the trends shift and change, but look, what I mean? In today's whole butthurt, crybaby society and everything, you got to watch what you're saying. It's not compared to mine, so you're not just going to easily try to fucking fuck me out of what I grew up about. Like, go Google if you could find Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison, Andrew Dice Clay, Eddie
different
Murphy.
Era.
Watch their early fucking comedy skits. Black guys, white guys. Shit, do I gotta really get into it to fucking show you kids what's up? I mean, honestly, it's fucking funny, man. We could all laugh at that shit back in the day. We always laughed at it, and we had fun. We laughed together in the same audiences. There was always peace, man. Just the division is coming from a whole nother direction, and we're not going to get into that. But okay, so what's next, brother? You tell me.
Well, so I mean, I want to hear some of this shit too, right? We know you got the hate record here, but this isn't the first thing that you guys have put out, right?
No, the first song was The Thrash King with Felix from DRI. So we decided to do a West Coast run. Me, Donnie, Kenny, and Felix just said, hey, let's fly out to Reno by Kenny and jam out there for like 2 days and then play the 4 shows. One in Kenny's home area, Reno now where he lives. And then we hit Vegas. No, we hit, I think it was Vegas and then Mesa and then Vegas. Yeah, Mesa, Arizona, then Vegas. And then lastly was California. So it was at the Doll Hut, which is like a famous little punk place. And it was fun, man. And then we said, let's just put out the one song. So we put out The Thrash King. We flew out. I basically played kick, snare, guitar, bass, and did the vocals recorded it and shot it out to the boys, then they redid over all the parts, you know, because I write all the material pretty much, and that's how it worked out. So they just fucking killed it, sent it back, and then we had it mixed by Stress the White Boy, who mixes a lot of New York hardcore's finest. Just did the Murphys album, did Madball. So Stress, thank you very much. Shout out to Stress the White Boy. Yep.
Very cool. Well, let's check that one out, man.
Okay.
Let's spin this real quick. I'm put on the Thrash King real quick, and we can work through some of the other tracks off the latest release too.
Word.
So, yeah, Thrash King, MODClassicTK. Fucking A. Very cool, dude. Very cool. So I have to say, the first thing that struck me and hit me when I was listening, especially to the Hate record the other day, and I think I said this to you when we were chatting, you know, when we think of MOD, right, we tend, obviously we know who gets a lot of the attention with that band, who drew a lot of the spotlight, right? But in listening to this, I think it becomes really obvious, like, who the driving force musically was behind this shit. Because it is very obvious that this is an MOD song, that this is an MOD record. Like, you have such a distinct riffing style, particularly when you're doing that mid-tempo stuff, that heavy chugging sort of shit. Like, it's very distinctive sort of riffing that you can do. You can definitely pick that shit out. And that, to me, is what stands out the most with this, with both these recordings, with both these releases. It's like, yeah.
That's
this is for sure fucking MOD. Like, it's not missing anything.
Thank you very much. I really, really, really appreciate that. And, you know, that's all I've been hearing so far with the interviews that I've been doing, and there's more coming. Everybody's kind of been saying that pretty much. Like, so that just kind of vindicates me and Kenny and makes us really happy because, you know, we know that we had a heavy hand and part into the roots of the band. We were the original members. So, you know, you could try and take it and fake it and twist it, contort it, change out 40 members, whatever you want to do. But, you know, it's like Coca-Cola. When they tried changing that, they needed to go back to the classic. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
I think the best Coca-Cola comes in those bottles, those fucking real glass bottles, the little ones that you can
yeah, for sure. My wife's from Guatemala, so she always insists if we ever buy a Coke, I gotta buy the Mexican Coke,
hell,
the bottles, for sure.
My wife's Colombian, man. She ain't playing with that.
Yeah, I gotta love those Latinas too.
Coca-Cola. But yeah, man, I appreciate that, man, because we put a lot into it. And man, what we got coming at everybody is something really, I think at this time in my life is perfect because we're just, you know, I just wrote so much material and it's all fucking awesome. Like each EP, this EP's special. Well, the other 4 that are coming are just as special, man, because they all got different, you know, vibes to them because the drummers are all different, the production's different, the guest appearances are all different. So just get ready for that. We'll get into that later. Let's stay on the topic of this record because I feel like it needs to, you know, first of all, I got to give it out to my singer, Donnie, because Donnie was the one who had to really show and put himself out there. And you know what? To me, that fucking dude's voice shreds. I think he's better. He's better singers I've fucking performed with and seen live, and he's young. He's got a lot of energy. He runs his label like a fucking boss. And Force 5 Records put this thing out. We were supposed to put it out through Combat Records. It did not happen because there was a breakup between the owners. And we decided, fuck it, you know, let's go through Donnie because it was like last minute. We kind of got a little fucked on that, to be honest with you. So we said, let's just put it through Donnie. We waited this long. Fuck it. The music's speaking for itself, and it's gonna ride out any challenge that comes our way. Like anybody who tries to challenge us, there's a lot of apes out there beating their chests. Like we could tell that they're positioning and can see them. So we see you motherfuckers that hate and shit. So it's all good. Just keep it up. You know what I mean? Keep doing you. Keep doing your job.
Fuel for the fire, right?
we like Kenny said in an interview recently, he's like, we don't need to be validated by anybody. We don't give a fuck, bro. We got 0 fucks. We're fucking 52-year-old. We ain't trying to be rock stars. Go fuck yourself with all that shit.
I think your validation is right here. I mean, again, you know, the fact that
thank you.
This is the fucking MOD record. I mean, look, I picked up those later era MOD records that you know that were put out, and they were fine. They were funny. They had some fun moments on them, but and not just to blow smoke here, man, at all. This again, it sounds much more like MOD.
I much appreciated, and you know, sure. I said. We're just this record. We got 3 guest appearances on the title track. Hate. We got Tom Hazard, who was one of the guys who was part of Combat. All right, so he crushed that part. He did a really good job. Met Donnie out in Chicago, and they just both killed their parts for that song. And big shout out to Tom. he definitely killed it on that part. And then we got Mark, like we said, on No, killed that lead. And then finally on Hipster Invasion, man, if you don't know, we got Symphony X guitarist Mike Romeo, which is like a Jersey native.
Unreal.
And it's unbelievable to even say his name and have him on this show.
Unreal.
You know, and it all happened because I met him like over 20 years ago in Traxxee Studio with Steve Evans, who's Dillinger Plan's main producer for all those records that they did. And Steve was also one of my producers with Rhythm Trip, the crossover rap group that I did that toured with Propane and Marauder in '97. Anyways, it's crazy. That's how it just, we met him, and he actually did something on the Rhythm Trip album. I like this Kung Fu fucking movie that started with the sick symphony thing. You know, it was like those old Kung Fu theater movies and shit. So I told him, yo, can you recreate this? Because I want to steal this, but I don't want to get in trouble. So he just did it his own way and recreated it and, hooked it up. And that's how I met him, because he's that good. He's just great with anything like orchestrations and music pieces. Dude, he's just a genius. So anyways, Eric Rachel, the guy who produced this record with me and also mixed it, he's fucking one of my best friends in the music business. I love him to death. He's I guess in his 60s, I don't know, but Eric is a fucking menace to the music scene. He worked with all early Victory Records, all those guys' stuff. So hardcore punk, Misfits, Whiplash, you name it, the list goes on and on and on. He's worked at, go look him up, man. But that's my boy, and he's been by my side through all this too. So big shout to him, and doing a great job on this record. And he's who hooked us up with Michael J. Romeo. And Michael J. Romeo's lead is ridiculous. Even Mark Rizzo was like, yo, I got to hear that lead, man.
Right.
Before it came out, he said, you got to send it to me. And Mark is ridiculous. So
Mark's a fucking sick guitar player.
He's unbelievable. He's like one of my favorite guitarists in metal.
Yeah,
so
dude's nasty.
Insane. I can't believe he's my friend. I'm like, every time I see him, I'm going to see him tomorrow night. I'm like, damn, the motherfucker kills it.
No. When you told me you had him, when you had Michael Romeo on there, I was like, oh, that's like,
yeah.
Especially Michael Romeo is like, that's different. That's cool. Like, I'm excited to hear what that sounds like.
Oh, the lead is just fucking ridiculous, man. Both of them, man. And you know what? So that's this EP, man. I mean, Punk Ass Bitch got the cartoon. We got a lyric video for Hipster Invasion. Hate. Now, Hate is the video's getting edited this weekend. Nice. So we're going to drop a press release, not next week, the week after. Probably, it might be coming around the 17th of this month. And you see, we're not even on point with our game, and we don't give a fuck. We just put out, just put it out when we get to it. Let's do it. We're not trying to be so perfect and fucking the record industry, fucking, all that shit. Fuck that. We're just doing it when we're doing it, and we're having fun, man. We could give a fuck about anything else.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it shows. It shows.
Yeah.
So let's check some of this one out too, huh?
Yeah, let's check out Hate.
Right. All right. So let's put that one on. Let's start with this one with Tom. This is H8 Hate, first track off.
Tom's on the mosh parts.
What's that?
Tom's on the mosh parts.
Keep your ear out. All right. Let's do it.
You can't communicate. You insinuate. Cut off the nose, despite your face. Stop the hate, it's not too late. We must fight the better way. We must coexist. Credit the truth to the end. Stop the hate, it's not too late. We must fight a better way. We must coexist. Credit the truth to the end. Republicans and Democrats, fight against a bunch of brats. We're watching a brutal spats. It's come to this, you can't turn your back. True colors show the signs of hate. We see this in all your fate. There's only so much one can take. And boys, they try to obliterate. All you do is hate. You can't communicate. You insinuate. Cut off the nose, despite your face. All you do is hate. You can't communicate. You insinuate. Cut off the nose, despite your face. Stop the hate, it's not too late. We must fight the better way. We must coexist. Credit the truth to the end. Stop the hate, it's not too late. We must fight a better way. We must coexist. Credit the truth to the end. Missions to instill their hate. The separate evaluates. A modern bullshit magistrates. To fool the weak, to dominate, and all their conspiracies. You don't know what to believe. Social media will deceive. They got us down on our knees. All you do is hate. You can't communicate. You insinuate. Cut off the nose, despite your face. All you do is hate. You can't communicate. You insinuate. Cut off the nose, despite your face. Frappuccino, beer night, Captain Nemo. Coffee shops, restaurants, they're everywhere you look. In the malls and your stores, all over Facebook. In an army or a fashion trend, no one seems to understand. Why do you cuff your pants so high? Your shoes and socks we can't deny. Big glasses complete the look. The new breed millennial history invasion. All through the nation. Hipster invasion! Hipster invasion all through the nation! Hipster invasion all through the nation! You're a 21st century kid. Stereotypical and trendy as shit. Skinny jeans and checkered shirt, vintage clothes is how they roll. With mustaches and suspecting, obey the ghetto code. Concerned and obsessed with how they look. So pretentious, possessed to the teeth and by the book. Why do you cuff your pants so high? Your shoes and socks we can't deny. Big glasses complete the look. The new breed millennial hipster invasion. All through the nation. Hipster invasion.
Fucking sick, dude. That solo just fucking shreds. Shreds. More dive bombs.
Oh, wait, so you listened to Hipster Invasion then?
Yeah, no, we played two. Oh, right, I forget, you can't hear this shit over Skype. I sent you a message there. I was like, I'm going to let that one just run through. So we played Hate, and then we listened to Hipster Invasion.
Oh, wow, that was pretty long. I was like, oh, damn, Hate had 3 verses in it, and I always said, like, I could have probably only did 2 verses, but I had so much shit to say about that topic.
Yeah, dude, no, I get you. I have actually, we have a couple of songs, OrlandoFurioso, that I've written that they get edited for live purposes. Not that you would cut an entire verse out of a song, but there are bits that I've cut down, solos I've edited down, things like that.
Yeah. You know, we cut down stuff live. I've always done that, playing live. Sometimes you'll play even just a teaser of one heavy song. That's what I said I wanted to do with Hate. If we go, we start playing live. which we have no plans to do so until maybe 2022. But yeah, everybody kind of like
play in September.
Yeah, but yeah, man, speed kills. I mean, they don't call me the riff master for nothing, man. So that's why hate's got all that shit. You know, it's got that Skippy Super Jip, whatever peanut.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, you know, where I hear like signature Tim McMurtrie sort of sound is when you slow it down a bit. It's those mid-tempo sort of riffs, like Hipster Invasion there, like that main riff there just
the main
screams
riff.
MOD.
Yeah, that main riff
screams Tim. I shouldn't even say that. I should say it screams Tim and just your style of play.
Yeah, it's funny because everybody that hears that song too, I've had all my old friends that know me forever. Thank God a lot of them are still with me, and I love them all, and they know who they are. My friends from Garfield and around Bergen County, New Jersey, they all been saying that, hearing this stuff, because they know my playing forever. So they're like, "Oh yeah, there you go. That's it right there." You know, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. What was I going to say? I totally lost my train of thought there.
Well, Hipster Invasion got the lyric video. If you haven't seen it, just check us out on social media. You can go to the Instagram, which is MOD_ClassicTK, or go to Facebook. We need people to go and get part of it because people still don't really know we're existing as much as they should. So go to Facebook, and it's just MODClassicTK. You'll find it. Make sure you put that Classic TK together.
No dots.
And the TK is Tim and Thrash Kings. That's what it means. You know, we had to do the same shit kind of what the Cro-Mags did. So that's what we did.
I see what you did there. I didn't even pick up on the Tim and Kenny bit. That's perfect.
For the usage, man.
Yeah.
But here we are. Now you could take us and violate us. We're here. The usage is there. We're here. Fucking play that shit till your fucking goddamn CD fucking breaks. And you got to buy it on your fucking cell phone. Just have fun with it. You know, and it's the first of many, man. We got 4 more coming. The next one, want to talk about that? Or
I was going to say, can we talk a bit about, and I know you've got your game plan and you keep your cards close to your chest sort of thing. But if you could tell us a little bit about what you have in store and how you guys have set everything up, and just, you know, whatever you're willing to share about your game plan. Because it's an interesting approach that you guys are taking, and I think it's a smart one. It's what I've sort of been trying to do myself.
I think
I'm drowning over here, but yeah, take us through what's going on.
I mean, Orlando, there's really no wrong way you can do anything anymore. You don't have to abide by the rules that they set in place for the record business and all that anymore. You could just fucking do how you want to do it. You know, you got to be smart about some things, obviously, but we don't really have to, because we're old fucks and people know us, and they're going to you're either going to stick around and still want to know what we're doing, or you're not, or, you know, hopefully we get the new fans and whatever. And that's what we really want to do is, you know, get out there and play. We do want to play, but we're just waiting. We're not rushing to do that. So the plan is music and more music. So the first EP is Hate. Features. Let's get into this. I almost forgot. How can you forget? The drummer that shredded and destroyed the Skins on this record is James DeMaria, the current drummer in Heathen and Toxic. He also played called two big thrash bands. He also played in Murder League All Stars with me, which was a side.
Okay.
It was like a spin-off of Rhythm Trip, a new group called Murder League All Stars. We did play some cool shows in the hardcore underground scene with Danny Diablo and some of his Diablo stuff like that. So people did see us, but it was short-lived. But that record's out there. Check out Murder League All Stars. But the bottom line is James DeMaria not only is a good friend and looks out for me and cares for me like a good friend does, he's also probably one of the most precise and fucking on point, destroying, crushing drummers I've ever fucking played with. You know, I've played with some really good ones. I played with Dave Chavari and El Nino. I played with Tony Scaglione. I played Whiplash and Slayer. amongst others. Keith David, no slouch, the first drummer of MOD. He fucking carved the way for speed thrash drummers and blast beats. So ultimately, James just destroyed, and Donnie's destroyed the vocals. He followed suit to where I wanted to go with the vocal style, which also makes it sound like MOD because the way I wrote it and placed the words in there, he followed suit. He put
much so.
He put his DRP spin into it and brought the fucking ruckus. I got to do it because that's Donnie's thing, ruckus. You know, I actually had the first Rhythm Trip album was called Bring the Ruckus in 1996. So we also was ruckus. Anyway, ruckus is a good word. That describes all these 5 EPs that's coming out because they're all going to be brutal. So James, thank you very much for being on this. James is willing to do some shows with us here and there if he can in his busy schedule with Heathen and Toxic. But, you know, we'll be honored to play with him. I would love to play with him. Playing guitar with him and Kenny would just be a fucking dream come true. To do it with Felix from DRI. Felix is my old friend. I met him on the Hey Tank tour in '88 by coming off the bus, and there he was pulling up on a fucking skateboard doing like an ollie and some kind of weird sick fucking move, and all of a sudden he's like lands in front of me, and I'm like, dude, you're fucking Felix from DRI. And he's like, you know, the same thing. He's like, Tim, MOD, and that was it. We hung out at the show, fucking drank together, had a good time, smoked, whatever, and chilled, and fucking, that was it, man. He followed us around on some shows on that tour, and we had a great time together and became good friends and stayed friends all these years. And it's just wild that he got to play on Thrash King with us, the one song, but he is coming back to do one of the EPs. So he will be one of the drummers on one of the EPs. So the deal is 5 EPs within 2.5, 3 years, like every 4 or 5 months, 5 different drummers, possibly 5 different producers, or I might stick with a couple with me. Like Stress the White Boy is doing the next one. So let's talk about the next EP is going to be called Welcome to the Shit Show. And it features on drums, Walt Monster Ryan. If you don't know who he is, man, he's played with Madball, DRI. I mean, the list is huge. You could just look him up. He played with Marauder. He's incredible. I mean,
nice, serious pedigree.
When I posted he was going to be on it, like shit, we got so many hits. So just because they were like Walt, you know, so it's awesome. And believe me, he destroyed the drums on it. So I got it already. Me and him are the only 2 that dropped the shit down so far. And it's brutal just with us and listening to my punk rock fucking vocals that Donnie has to go over and my bass that Kenny has to go over. It's already brutal. Now, Larry the Hunter from Kings Never Die just ripped a lead on this shit. He still plays with Murphys, and he plays with Stigma, for all that don't know, and also Sub-Zero. But Larry just crushed the lead just this past Sunday while I was doing an interview, a videotaped interview. That's probably one of the biggest interviews of my life that I've ever done. So that's going to be cool. So stay tuned for that with Killer Kelly and the Fuster Cluck Show.
Nice.
So stay tuned for that. And Franco did all the video and pictures. Thank you to Franco too. Anyways, so besides Walt playing on drums, we're gonna have Stress the White Boy mixing it and co-producing with me, and then you know, or me and Eric will do most of the tracking, and the guys will do the same thing, send the tracking. And so guest appearances that I can announce so far on it is Danny Diablo and Larry the Hunter. And Danny Diablo's going to rip a part down that we got for him. That's
very
brutal.
Cool.
And a song called Kill the Bully.
That's what's up.
And Larry the Hunter's on a song called The Always Right Guy. And he did the lead on it. And Dirty Walt from Fishbone does a vocal.
Oh, nice.
2 parts on that song. And then there's another big announcement on this thing, and it's a rapper, but I could just tell you that he's affiliated with part of the alphabet that's at the very end of the alphabet.
This is, yeah, you mentioned this to me, right?
Nothing, just
no. Mum's the word,
Yeah.
dude. I got you. But yeah, no, that's very fucking cool.
Anyways, so that's this one, and then after that we got Dr. Chud from the Misfits, and he's gonna come out and do that record's gonna be very more of a, it's gonna have a punk style to it, more like I think the one with Welcome to the Shit Show with Walt and Danny Diablo and this rapper and Dirty Walt and all that. It's more street thrash. Like as this first EP, Hate, is super thrash. Then it's street thrash. Then it's gonna be punk thrash with but it's always gonna be thrash.
Right.
Thrash with Dr. Chud, probably spooky and stuff like that. We pull the skulls out for that one, and then and the Grave Diggers and all that shit, and then the fourth one's with Felix from DRI and on the drums, and there's no titles for the one with Chud or Felix yet, but the songs are all written. And then the fifth one and final one is going to be with Michael Sabatini from Attacker, drummer from Attacker. It's a Jersey thrash band, but they're huge out in Europe, and he's a good old friend of mine, and Mike is just totally down. He's been doing backups. He did backups on this Hate record with us, so he's awesome, man. He has his own studio too, and that's just a good old friend, and appreciate him being part of it. And finally, at the end, the plan is this. Let's put all 25 songs, all the EPs, on a double album and add 5 bonus tracks. So this way, I think everyone already is freaking out that didn't get a CD, and not even the masses know much about this yet. So if it gets out there and the word gets out there, they're going to have to make a lot of these, because just from the people that are buying them, and there's a lot of people that have picked up CD bundle packs already that Donnie put together with us. That's amazing. You had a bundle pack A that had the CD with a free sticker and pin, the cheapest one, A. B was a bundle pack, free sticker and pin, CD, and the T-shirt with that colorful album cover on it. And then the third one, bundle pack, was free sticker, pin, CD, and hoodie with the beautiful, colorful ass fucking design.
Hell yeah, that artwork is sick.
But that's what we got going on, man. That's what our plans are, and we can do that. We're old. We can make chapters, our own chapters, and make our own church and our own Bible. I said, this is Thrash Church tonight to everybody. I tagged all my friends and said, come to Thrash Church. This is Thrash Church, motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, man. Absolutely. I think, I think what you guys are doing makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, I remember back in the day when it was a matter of buying CDs, buying records, buying tapes, whatever it was. My personal, standard was, if I liked 3 songs off the album, I would buy it. Right? 3 songs off of a record of 10, 12 songs, 15 songs, right? And I'm willing to drop this dime on it. I've always liked singles, EPs, things like that. Like that always made sense to me. The idea of releasing, a 15-song album and then just being stuck on that one thing for a 2-year touring cycle or whatever it is.
Today's game, no good. Like we did a 20-song record with the first MOD record,
right?
Just like SOD had 20-something songs, so it was kind of similar. But yeah, we thought about it. Oh, I got 25 songs. We're not going to put it all on one record. Let's chop it all up, and let's just keep, hitting them with lefts, rights, uppercuts, roundhouse kicks, front snap kicks, whatever. Just keep on bringing it. So this way, like for the next 3 years, you're either going to hate us and never want to hear us again.
You're going to get sick to fucking death of us pumping this shit down your throat every few months.
You're going to hate us and hate seeing us. And I don't give a fuck if you hate it, man. I see motherfuckers still viewing like crazy, but they ain't liking. I could give a fuck, man. Keep watching, motherfuckers. Stay in your lane. Bottom line is, you're either going to hate it and delete it and get away from us. It's going to be so heavy, it's going to drive you fucking crazy. Or you're going to fucking be like, yo, I got to have each collection. And I already see motherfuckers. My boys are all out there, man. I know all you motherfuckers are out there because you keep sending me pictures of buying the bundle packs and buying stuff. it's crazy. It's been coming in for like weeks now, and it just dropped July 30th. So I mean, it's just the beginning, and we have no press out there, and it's like it's
DIY, man.
The angst around, like everything around this right now is so fucking positive, and I'm happy as shit. It's underground. I could care less, like I said, about the fame end or having some big publicist and having some big label or anybody fucking holding your hand. I really don't care. We're having fun. We're going to put out these 5 EPs, and we're going to fucking put out that double album. Best believe it, those 5 bonus tracks. You collect it, you're going to have something really cool. I could fucking die, and I'd be happy at this point. Like, that's how much good music I did, everything I've done, touring, whatever I've done. I'm fucking content with myself.
Don't do that, man. We're very happy with what's coming here, man. We want more. We want more. Don't you go.
I'm just saying.
Now, I hear you, boss. I hear you. And I think it's fucking fantastic the way you're mixing it up. You're bringing in different producers. You're bringing in different, musicians, drummers, and whatnot. Every record is going to have a different feel to it, a different vibe. It's not just going to be the same 5 EPs coming at you. I mean, even down to the artwork, like I've seen what Dave put together for that one record. It is very different from the Hate, artwork. And so I'm assuming that the whole vibe in general is going to be distinctly different.
Wait till you see the artwork that was done for the Welcome to the Shit Show is unbelievable. I'm not even going to say who did it or anything yet. It's incredible. It's unbelievable. It's actually it's all the people appearing on it with us, but drawn in a cartoon, and it's colorful, and we're in a subway, and it's incredible. It's unbelievable. I never had someone draw me, first of all, period. Didn't even ever use those Facebook app fucking things or any of that to see what I looked like. I mean, I guess one thing I saw, but this is incredible. This is fucking unbelievable, man. Artwork. This is just, and he's pretty famous. He's done some big records. So
very cool. Very cool. Well, I mean, obviously you've put in the work. You've been doing this for decades. You've made the connections. You've done your time. You have these people who want to work with you and whatnot. And that's fucking awesome. But I just feel like for, aspiring artists, aspiring musicians, younger musicians, whatever it is, who might be listening to this, who might get to listen to this, because side note, this is not just going to be live. We're going to be able to post this later on, guys. So if you weren't able to tune in tonight, it will be up on the website. Tim's going to be able to post it up later on when he gets it. But if you're listening, take note, right? Because, he's been doing this for fucking 35, whatever it is, years, almost 40 years. I've been doing this a long time. I never fucking had the success that Tim's had, that you've had. But I know a good idea when I see one, and I know innovative thinking when I see it. You know what I mean? So I think people should be paying attention, because this is a much smarter way to go about things, I feel like. I think you guys are on the right track with this as far as mixing it up, bringing in different flavors, coming at them instead of with that huge haymaker every 2 years, coming at them with a few jabs left and right, like you said, every few months, and really keeping people's interest and really pushing, just the way that things are done nowadays in this brave new world and in this online mostly environment.
That's the thing. You do have a lot of great freedom now, since the artist you can do whatever you want. You're the one who, is going to do you ultimately how you want. And having a great machine, like having an engine, you need all those parts. Well, I got that with these guys. Even though we really don't have an official drummer, Ken and Donnie have been like just fucking a machine, man. We're a well-oiled machine, and that's why it's coming out how it is. We all kind of once the ideas were set in place, we're making it all come true, and it's we're putting money into this thing. We're definitely all putting money into this thing.
Yeah,
like everybody does now. So but thank God that we've been around so long that we have really great friends that are famous guys that mix big records, and musicians that are no slouches, man, that all have played on big stages and done big things, that are all getting on the stuff. We're blessed to have what we got. You know what I mean? And we know it. And the respect factor is the biggest thing out there. So when you have people just saying, you don't even have to finish your sentence, and they're like, yeah, I'm down. That's what I'm saying. That's what's going on. And big shout to everyone I've talked to, because if I could give you the list of everyone that's going to be on all these EPs, wait till you see who's coming on these things, man. I can't even believe it myself.
Well, I mean, look, that's what you get for being around as long as you have, and for being real, right? And not letting whatever you've gone through get to your head, sort of thing. I mean, here you are, you're talking to me. That's fucking cool as shit, right? Mm-hmm. You were at that show in Jersey a few months ago. I mean, you're still there. You're still present. You're not, hanging up in the fucking clouds somewhere looking down on the rest of us. You're down here in the gutter with all of us getting it done, man. It's entirely fucking relatable, and we all see that, and we fucking appreciate that.
And one of the songs, see, this is the thing, I see that shit, and that's what inspires me to write. Like Keyboard Gangster, it's about all those kids that hide behind their fucking computers, adults, everyone that just starts, acting like they're a fucking cholo from the West Coast ready to fucking put some shots in. I mean, like, it's fucking bullshit, and we all know it, but it's like, it's shit that I gotta write about. This is what MOD Classic TK is. It's each bullet in the chamber is fucking because you made me do it. You fucking jerk offs out there make me write good music. Thank you. Right. Because we get just what you were saying.
Your bullshit is my inspiration.
Dude, just what you were saying about rock stars. We got a song called Bobby the Rockstar. Just about that. The kid that the guy that, he wants to be a rock star his whole life. He's playing in the mirror, air guitar. He's Bobby the Rockstar, And then once he gets his first guitar, he's playing, he sucks, and then all of a sudden, he finally makes it. But then he's just like the big egotistical asshole that everybody fucking hates, because you just put yourself, all of a sudden, just who knows what situations make people be that. But it's just funny. And I have to write about it because you're just one of those people that fucking make me laugh. And it's funny to me. So, like, it becomes something that we turn out into the music. That's it. Yep. Thank you, Bobby.
You inspired us, right? Exactly. Yeah. No, man, it is always so cool when you have cats who've been doing it like that, and they're still so fucking down to earth and connected with their roots. I think of you. I think of guys like Freddie, Madball, sort of thing. Still putting so much work with Lou and Pete, the Collar Brothers, things like people like that.
Yeah. I got a sick of it all tattoo on my chest. I got in Germany, so I'm big fans of those guys.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah, no, my number one right there. Probably my number one hardcore band right there. Sick of it all. But,
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, for real. Like ever since what was it? Built to Last came out. That was the one that hooked me. I think I was in like 6th grade when that one came out. I got into this shit young, dude. That was like the one advantage of having such older brothers. I mean, they beat the shit out of me. They're my half brothers. They were not happy when I came along. But they turned me on to some good fucking music. Not the least of which fucking MOD and all that stuff. So.
Got one of my shirts on, I see. I got the hat. These are all gone.
Hell yeah, dude.
The shirts are still available, but these are gone, man. So I'm not making any more.
Well, and then you dropped the 421 too with the green in it. I'm just like, God damn it, man. I need 2 of these motherfuckers.
Because Jersey became legal and all my pothead friends noticed the THC in the, it's plain to see. I noticed it too, but I'm like, I should make that green, man. So
absolutely.
And I'm not buying all the shit. It's a pre-order till September 1st. You don't get your order in, motherfuckers. It's already August 6th, right? Orlando, they got to get that order in, or else they ain't getting it, and I don't care because I'm not making shit. I'm not getting stuck with shit. So
I hear you, man. Now get it in, guys, because this fucking gear is cool.
So this happened, Riffwear, because you know, they called me the riff master after that second record that I did, which was 1992, Rhythm of Fear. So I figured let's call the Clothesline Riffwear. And this is like my favorite shit. The skulls here.
Hold it up a little bit higher.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, can you see that?
Yeah, man, that's dope. You guys who are listening right now can't see this, obviously, but when we post this online, you're going to have the video, so you'll be able to see this stuff. This shit is fucking dope.
To them. Thank you. Yeah. So the skulls here are the hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. And, you know, I got the monkeys tattooed on me. So, you know, that's because I've always been into that. I collect some of those from all over. Like I got stuff, the monkeys from all over the world with that.
Nice.
So I'm just into that. So I put it on the Clothesline, the Riffwear. And, you know, if you're into it, I got the T-shirts that match with them skulls. Just check it out at Riffwear_LLC on Instagram. And it's on Facebook as Riffwear. I think it's
all over the place with this stuff. I love it. I was just saying that about Brick to Brick before I called you. A couple songs before I called you. It's like I love it when bands are like, you know, pursuing all these different fucking avenues. Like those guys are doing whiskey and cigars and all sorts of crazy shit.
The cigars, man. I
I got to get a brick by brick. I don't even smoke. I'll take a brick by brick cigar just cause. Fuck it.
Listen, and I love cigars. I'd like to see what kind they're gonna get. I didn't look into the whole thing that Big Mike was talking about, but I just noticed he said cigars, so I'm like, that is cool. Like that's something, you know, that struck me. Yeah, man. Hey, look, here's the thing that I gotta say about everybody. Everybody out there, whatever size band you are, consider yourself to be, or whatever. You know, they're all doing it, man. They're making merch. They're playing for you. They're doing videos at their own dime. They're spending money on their own dime. This isn't fucking free entertainment for everybody. I mean, for the artists, it's not free.
Nope.
What we're doing is spending to show everybody what we're doing and our thoughts, and our music means a lot to us. And you know, our art does, and all the artists that do all the art for everybody, it means a lot to them. So everybody needs to respect that and understand that this isn't just some shit we just throw out there, man. People all like shit and everything, but go fucking buy shit. Support local bands, help the hardcore scene, support all the scene, go to shows. If you're afraid of going to the pit, you don't have to go by the pit. Go hang out by the bar, hang out on the side, whatever, man. Just
right. You can avoid the crowd killers still.
Listen, man, there's some scary motherfuckers out there. Yeah, no doubt. But like, just, you know, do what you gotta do, you know, but like, don't be afraid. Come out, support the scene, support all these young bands, buy CDs, buy their stuff online, download their music. You know, this is how we make a little extra something, you know, and we get back a little something of what we put in. So just, you know. And
it's how we've kept this thing going for 40 fucking years or more now. I mean, this isn't some passing trend. It's not some passing fad, right? Like,
dude, that's what
it's been 40 years that this shit has been going. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere, so.
I was just saying on the other interview I just did, the big one I was telling you about, those guys. I was saying that because they were like, man, the hardcore scene just seems like it's so together. It's always been so together. And I said, well, because the bands support the bands as well as the fans supporting the bands. The bands support the other bands pretty much that I see. I'd say 90% of that is an absolute fact, maybe more.
Right. Show up. It counts for so fucking much in our world. Absolutely.
You know, that's
fucking be there, start to finish.
It's not like you go to those fucking metal shows and, you know, they're just like, you know, the guitar player thinks he's a god or better than the other guitarists in the band, or, you know, there's like some kind of like fucking, you can tell there's like a friction thing, you know. It's not like that with hardcore music, man, or, you know, whatever. It just ain't. I don't see. I mean, occasionally you get those egos out there, but there's much less of that. It just doesn't lend to that. So it doesn't lend itself to that, right? It's just much more of a down to earth sort of concept in general. Absolutely. Love. Yeah. And so I appreciate you having me, man. I you know, my biggest thing with doing the music has always been, you know, to just, you know, make sure that you fulfill you know, not only, you know, first of all, yourself, like what you want to say, make sure you get it all out and you know, do something that you're going to be proud of, but also that, you know, the fans and the people can understand. I mean, you know, today everyone is quick into just jumping on, you know, like something online now. You got all those like little fucking secret agents out there that are just waiting for you to say something and kind of try to attack you and come at you sideways when they don't even know you enough.
Tompkins Square.
Yeah, well, that's one issue. But I'm just saying, it's just people out there that want to say some people are this, some people are that, or, you know, they're just like ready to jump on them or say something about them. But you got to really know them to try to come at them. You can't just start destroying people's credibilities, you know, that you, because you think you're assuming on your assumptions and have it catch on this fucking internet shit. A lot of people get fucked with that. You know, and the thing is, you know, that's one of the biggest things to me is that, you know, this internet has a double-edged sword. And, you know, absolutely, like you said, we could ride it out and have the best time on this thing and doing this. Like, I hate what's on TikTok. It drives me nuts, but I just started fucking with the videos. I can't stop making videos with it. It's fucking addictive.
Right, I was going to say, it's addictive. My wife is all over that shit.
Dude. But, you know, because I got a lot to promote, so it's helping out with promoting the record, you know. But anyways, man, just be real, man. And anybody trying to come at me sideways or this band sideways, just know we see a lot of the motherfuckers out there, you know, in the shadows creeping. So, you know, we're not foolish, man. We know what's up, and we're just gonna keep doing our shit, and we're gonna roll over you with the hate tank, man. That's it.
That's what's up, dude. I love that song,
one last thing, man, because my boy Danny, so an old friend of mine from Garfield, Danny Hines, and me decided to do a skate deck company. So it's called No Lame Decks.
Nice.
So it's No Lame Decks is the name. It's coming out with that colorful ass album cover on it, the MOD Classic, the Hate album cover. It's going to have 3 other designs, and you can see them all on the IG. Just look for it, MOD_ClassicTK, or just MODClassicTK on Facebook, and go to our official website, www.thethrashking.com, for all updates on everything. You could also buy the bundle packs there if they're still on there. I'm not sure if they are. They might be gone. Also, I think it's cheaper to buy it on. There's no shipping if you buy it on force5records.com. It's Force with a number 5 records.com. That's Donnie, the singer's label, Donnie the DRP. So I don't know why, but these fucking websites all got some bullshit that kind of fuck with shit like that with the shipping and the setup. But that's the deal, man. I just saved it maybe like $8 if you go to Force 5.
Nice. Do it, guys. Force 5. Force5records.com.
Yeah. And
Force number 5 records.com.
Yeah, and hopefully you actually get the bundle pack and the CDs. Maybe once it's all out and Donnie says it's gone, you might get lucky and find somewhere else, or maybe we'll reissue a second run in a different color or something. I don't know. Who knows? You never know what's going to happen. But I would try to hurry up and get one if you want to get one. And that's it, man. Just come look for us and follow us on our social media. And we appreciate everybody that's purchased the EP so far, and guys like you, even more, Orlando, for having us on and getting in touch with me and hooking us up too with a great artist. We appreciate you too, man. And we know that you're out there doing your thing. You're always all over the place yourself with the hardcore scene. So big ups to you with everything you're doing with your band as well.
Appreciate you, boss. Trying to just put in that work and just build up the people that I see doing the same thing, right? Absolutely, the bands that I love, the bands that I like working with and seeing. So yeah, that's what it's all about, man. But hey, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you joining here. Like this is such a fucking cool way to kick things off with this new show on the station here.
Good luck with the show.
Yeah, I sincerely appreciate it. Like I said, thank you. We're going to have Chris Kovach of Mask Up on next month. I hope, assuming they're able to get their stuff out in time. So we're going to be doing another rad interview then. But this just kind of blew my mind when I wrote Tim and I was like, hey, man, you want to come on like a week ago? And he's like, fuck yeah, dude, why not? I'm like, really? Cool, dude, fucking A, that'll be awesome. But it's been an absolute pleasure having you on here and getting to shoot the shit with you. I'm thinking maybe we close out here tonight with one more track off of the Hate EP.
Yeah, let's do Punk Ass Bitch. It's nice and short.
All right, cool.
For all you punk ass bitches out there.
That's right, exactly. Not that any of our listeners would fall under that category.
No, but maybe you know someone, so dedicate this to those that you know that are PABs.
There you go. All right, so we're going to end it with PAB, Punk Ass Bitch, off of the Hate record here from MODClassicTK. This has been Tim McMurtrie. Tim, thank you again so much for joining us here this evening. Any parting thoughts or words that you'd like to pass on before we kick this thing off?
Nah, just stay tuned, man. Stay tuned, everybody.
MODClassicTK, Tim McMurtrie.
Thrash Kings are back, baby. Let's go.
Keep your fucking ears open, guys. This shit is badass. This is No featuring Mark Rizzo, MODClassicTK, guys.
No, I won't listen to you. No, I don't like what you do. No, better stay out of my way. No, I won't do what you say. No, I've had enough of you. No, you and your point of view.
Bad fucking ass. Guys, thank you for listening. Tim, again, thank you so much for being with us. I will catch you all next month, Friday, September 3rd. Tune in 8 o'clock, 20 o'clock, wherever you are, if you're international, because we do things fucked up in the United States, Eastern, so-called Standard Time. I will catch you all next month. Y'all be easy. Peace.